Welcome to PTV's coverage of the Seton Hall women's basketball postgame. I'm Louie Pasculli along with my co-host Mike Federico, and it was an entertaining game today that Seton Hall came out victorious with a final score of 81-68 against Mount St. Mary's. They start 1-0 on the season, and like I said, there were a lot happening in this game, so let me get your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys tuned in for the exhibition game, but I said the three-headed monster of Park Lane, Espinoza-Hunter, and Jackson. Today they combined for 61 points of the 81 points Seton Hall scored today. I mean, when you have three stars like that who can score 61 points on any given night, that's just really something special to have.
I agree, and I think we're going to see a lot of this going forward as they have no plans of stopping. They looked really good today. They looked really good in the exhibition, and I think they're going to look really good throughout the remainder of the season. But luckily, we had a chance to sit down with Coach Anthony Bozzella in the postgame, and we heard some things that he had to say about the game.
I give them a lot of credit. We were fortunate to win the game. Very fortunate. We were completely outplayed, outcoached and outplayed. But we're going to need an overall team defense to be a lot better because we're not very good right now. I thought we never got a good feel for our rhythm in defense. I thought the first few possessions, yes, they were probably a little nervous. But then they settled down. We chased all game, chasing their play. We knew their plays, but we didn't wake them up. We were just like, oh, here goes A, here goes B, here goes C, here goes D. So they did a good job of that. Yeah, I thought when we took that 45-29 lead, I thought, all right, now we can really pull out and start the third quarter and really kind of pull away. We just couldn't. They just ran their stuff too good, and they were just too seasoned for us. And they did a great job. And just had 6 backdoor layups. That was a big thing.
Lauren Park Lane was one of the players that really shined tonight. What do you think of her performance?
She was great. I think she was frustrated. She drew 9 fouls. She had 4 steals and 4 assists. But she still was not her normal, self. I mean, she's still, just feeling it out, getting used to playing and stuff. Obviously, anytime you get 21 points and 4 steals and 4 assists, you get a great game. But she knows she can play a lot better. But when we needed baskets, we needed stuff, she did a good job.
So the player of the game undeniably had to be Lauren Park Lane, who you picked in the pregame to have your eye on and to focus on throughout the game. So how do you feel that she played today?
Yeah, she had 24 points. As Coach said in the press conference, it wasn't even her best game. So if she's scoring 24 points and not even having her best game, what is that? How high is the ceiling for Lauren Park Lane? So it's great to see her. She was energetic. She had a couple turnovers, little questionable plays, but overall she had a really good game. 24 points really helped the Pirates today.
Yeah. And in a game where Andre Espinoza-Hunter started off well, but then kind of cooled off, Lauren Park Lane stepped up and continued the scoring for the Seton Hall offense. She had many free throws that were made late. Not that they were too important, but it's still good to see that she's able to make free throws. And she also had a good day on the field too, shooting 8 for 15 from the field. So that's obviously very, very good thing. Good thing from her, and a sign of good things to come for the Seton Hall offense and team in general, for that matter. And fans, we finally had fans back today here at the Walsh Gymnasium, and it was a really good sight to see.
Yeah, it was. It was, the energy in the stadium. The crowd was into it. Every play, we were cheering. It was just a great atmosphere. I can't wait, until the games get more and more exciting, as they get more and more important towards the Big East play, and how more fans come and get even louder.
It was a great atmosphere. And another great atmosphere is going to be when Seton Hall takes on Fordham this Saturday. Now, Coach Bozzella even said this is going to be a little bit tougher of a game than we had today, so let me get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, he said that they were outplayed today. They were outcoached. They were chasing them the whole game, and we could tell that watching them up in the press box. But I feel like this Saturday, you got the little bit of first game jitters out. They're going to come back Saturday, bounce back, play even better, play even stronger. Their offense is going to start rolling. Their defense is actually going to pick up, because Coach mentioned that the defense was a little shaky today. They let up too many points that they would have liked in the paint, so they're going to try to out-rebound, box out, and I think that this Saturday is going to be a really fun game to watch.
I agree. I think the intensity level is going to be exactly the same, and I think we might see a similar result as well. But in order to see that result, we're going to have to see them, like you said, step up defensively, which is also what Coach Bozzella mentioned. And also that three-headed monster, we're going to definitely have to see all of them on the score sheet and continuing to score throughout the entire game. The fact that Seton Hall has a lot of depth players that can come in and put up numbers, like Armstrong with a solid 9 points and 8 rebounds, as well as Curtis Dean, who also played well today, that's going to be so big going going forward. And I mentioned that before the exhibition game, and we're really seeing that come to fruition in terms of the regular season. I think that's going to be really, really big going forward, because as they don't really have a huge inside presence, because Sydney Cooks is still out, they're really going to have a rotation there for the forward position. And so having players that come off the bench and produce is very, very key in winning games. So we'll see what happens in Fordham. But for us, that will do it for our PTV coverage of Seton Hall women's basketball versus Mount St. Mary's. For Mike Federico, I'm Louie Pasculli. Thank you for tuning in.